Alright, let's get going.
I don't want it.
I'm
kidding, I'm kidding, relax.
Alright, so who wants to do who hasn't done the prologue yet, actually? We've had...
I have not.
You haven't? Yeah, that's right, you did the very first one. Or before we actually started...
Done any.
You haven't? Okay.
No, I did do it. I think I did.
You did.
We've had last time.
Yeah, we've had Toyla and Alfie do it, so that means either Michael or I. I'm trying to set everything up right now.
It probably would be appropriate for Michael to do it this time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. No, please, let's Michael help. Let's have Michael do it.
Okay. So, where we left off on Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. We went back. Yeah, we went back to the fort and trying to get proof that there's an army for the town council.
Yeah, you kind of came with an agreement to the council, at least to like, you know, they really can't provide you any support except for a little bit on an individual level.
Until we get more proof, basically.
Well, it's more like they wanted proof that these people were even like had like designs to like attack.
Oh, designs on against the town, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do that exactly. We tried sneaking in to a place. We lost the encounter. I got captured and tortured. Everyone else escaped.
I don't think he got so much tortured, but is interrogated. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, you get to mark off one. Any status or?
I think I have to do. I think it's you recover something.
You recover one status. Or I think you can do one of those.
Oh shoot! I haven't been doing my journal. Oh well.
Hold on, time to use my handy dandy XPS 15 to open up the PDF that I can normally do on my PC, but just giving an example, or an excuse to use my laptop.
If the group is well satisfied and well reminded by your your prologue, you can alleviate one of your conditions: hungry and thirsty, angry or exhausted, but not injured or sick, or restore a point of tax on your nature. So choice there. Just any condition except for injured or sick, or attacks.
I am no longer hungry or thirsty.
Okay, that's probably good, because you couldn't eat during,
Yep.
Could also get rid of these, since I don't think we'll need these anymore.
We need to announce our goals, too, don't we?
Oh, yes! What is everyone's goal for the session?
Save Trymec.
Okay, good goal, good goal. What about Tolia?
Learn the true intentions of the cult.
Okay. And what about Alfie? Alfie? Alex? Well, Trymec, what's your
no,
goal?
I said saving Trymec.
Oh, I just didn't hear you.
I said it exactly the same time as Heather, so it's just like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear you at all. That's funny. All right.
I didn't hear you either.
What's Trymec's goal?
Don't die.
Great.
Nice.
Great.
Normally I would say that's not a good goal, but in your specific situation, I think that's fair.
You know, Kent, you said that last week or the previous session when Michael announced that would be his goal. You said that exact same thing.
God damn it. Okay, well, can you give me something a little bit better than?
Oh no, that's what Michael said.
Oh no, I said this would be my goal for this session.
Yes.
Oh, did I? Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
No, we've already been over this.
Okay, I see. I understand what you're saying then. Okay. All right. So after extended interrogation session, Loreth gets out of you what he wants. All right, that's much better. He looks to the guards on either side of you. Grab him and come with me. 4 of you head out.
Going on an adventure.
Yep. Well, so I'm just gonna jumble these guys up in the next room. Okay, and you guys are down there, not really in the hallway here, but
Yeah, we're like outside, aren't we?
yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty. We're
You
like
guys are currently like hiding in the
a
bushes.
run out.
You've lost them at least.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you over here. Their order is messed up here, but all right.
Trying
So
to figure out where we are right now. Everything is dark for me.
you're in the bottom right of the map, but you're not really on the map at all. I just haven't removed
Okay.
you yet.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, you hear
Ready.
the sound of like some like scuffle or argument through this door as you approach, and as they lead you through the door, you see a large group of gnolls and some of the guards arguing. This table,
Yeah, this was happening, wasn't it?
yeah, this table over here is completely overturned. There's like spilled food and drink everywhere.
Remind me again, we basically instigated this fight, right?
Yes.
We
you
blamed it on the gnolls, yes.
Yeah, we like lit fire to their equipment and then blamed it on the gnolls.
So yes, the one of the gnolls is like stepped up, kind of like directly standing off with one of these guys. It seems also that they kind of just like came in here and like flipped the table on the way. Like this isn't all of the men who went running, so some of them must be like dealing with the fire. But so as they're arguing, Lareth steps up. What's going on here? And the gnoll turns to him. Says, "I'm tired of this disrespect. We've done nothing. We get nothing from you. No work. And then you come in here and your men come and excuse me. I'm trying to get into it a little bit here. Come and toss over everything. I will not stand for this." And Lareth walks up to the gnoll, stares him directly in the eye, and reaches out and grabs him by his ear and twists it. And then all kind of like cows under it. This gnoll over here rushes up, and in one swift motion, Lareth like unhooks his mace from his belt and whoop, cracks the gnoll right in the skull. And he like slumps, like flies backwards into the wall, slumps down, clutching his jaw. Now you listen to me. I don't owe you anything. You can barely deal with a bunch of caravan guards. And he twists the ear further. So you will learn your place and sit down and shut up. And he wrenches the ear away and like kind of tosses the gnoll back. He brings up a finger. Actually, I'll tell you what you can do. Outside, this dwarf has friends. I want them found and brought back here.
I mean, friends is a very strong word.
He just ignores you. And so the gnolls, except for this fellow up here, the red dot one, who like lays on the ground still, these leave out through the door, sort of like very cowed. And Lareth points back at the guards. You, come with me. They continue dragging you down the hall here. Whoops, I grabbed someone else. And into like a completely unlit hallway. They sort of drag you. You can't really find purchase on these stairs here, but they kind of just drag you up it and bring you into this room. You hear the sound of like stone sliding. Let me give him a light as Lareth
Sideways.
lights a lantern. All players can see. Whoops, there.
Now that you get a closer look at his face, he is quite beautiful.
It is. He's a beautiful man. Lubash, get up. I've got a treat for you.
Ash.
So a large ogre
Oh
stands
god,
up
he's
out of the
naked.
shadow. Yeah, that's what he's wearing. Oh, you got another guard? No. Lareth shakes his head. Seems we have some intruders. One thing, before you eat him, drain the blood.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Eat. I have to say I'm a very, very, very hairy man.
They don't even, like, none of the humans react to this. They just throw you on the ground in front of the ogre, who, in your weakened state right now, he just kind of, like, reaches over and, like, grabs you around your arms. Alright. Dwarf meat's a little tough, but, can't complain.
I mean, you can complain a little. Ask them to send it back.
So they go through, there's a part of this wall right here that slides back into place as they go. And Lubash calls after them, "Hey, I'm only a bucket!" And just in the darkness, he drags you through this door and tosses you in a small cage. Let me give you slightly more light, just so you...
Can he see in the dark?
Yeah, ogres can see in the dark.
Motherfucker.
I'm just gonna give you, like, a little bit, as your eyes adjust to the darkness. See a little bit better. You see the figure of some small person lying in the cage next to you.
Looks like Pinocchio. Oh god.
It's a gnome in their
God.
traditional gnomish dress.
With the hat and everything.
Yeah, with the hat and everything.
Oh, great. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
the sound of, like, him, the door, the gate, or sorry, the cage is locked fast, by the way. At the sound of the door closing, the gnome to your south stirs and...
Oh shit, he's alive. I thought it was a body.
Oh man, they got you too, huh?
Yeah, man. How long have you been here?
Only a couple of days. Was with a caravan just traveling on my way to Greyhawk, and
I love him.
Okay, secretly Trymec thinks to himself, he's been here a couple of days, so he's gonna be eaten first. And I got a few more days left. So, friend, you in a cage too? It's really hard for me to see.
say what?
So, gnome friend. Oh yeah, I was
What
talking
did you
about
say?
a gnome.
I didn't understand you, is all.
Oh, are you in a cage too? I can't really make you out.
Yeah, you can kind of see that he's in a cage similar to yours.
So, are we all that's here? Is it only us?
Well, there were the other merchants. You don't see
wow.
any other people in this room.
Oh, man. Have you tried escaping?
I mean, no, I can't get out. I don't have any. I mean, maybe I could pick this lock if I had anything.
Do I have it on me? Like, what did they strip everything off of me?
No, actually, they took your weapons, but that's it.
Shit, what the fuck do I have? What the fuck do I have?
But let's go back to the other group while you struggle to to find some ideas here. So, all right, now we go back to down here, just see you guys to Sod, Alfie, and Tolia out in the trees. What are you guys doing?
Wait, hold on,
freaking out.
wait, where's Trymec?
I swear he was just behind us.
God damn it, I think they got Trymec.
Oh,
We gotta go back and get him.
stubby legs.
We gotta go back and get him.
What? Go. What? We can't go back there?
But what if they're gonna kill him if we don't do something?
They'll kill us. We can't do anything against them.
Well, there's gotta be something we can do. I mean, we've already started antagonizing the kobolds. Maybe we can find, what was it, the bugbears?
It's very risky, but it's best that we do it now. The longer we wait, the more time they have to prepare.
Agreed.
Fine. Talia's got his quill out and he's like rubbing it against his hand.
Now, it did take a little while for you guys to meet back up after you know, were trying to lose everyone. You got separated a little bit, so it's been about like half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where are you guys? What are you guys doing, and where are you going?
Let's see if we can try to go in through the other entrance.
The north one, we can do that.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going to be at the south entrance now.
Alright,
So
Talia
we
gets
did
out
like
his map.
fire.
And
Speaking of the south entrance, you guys are still in earshot of it, and you hear you do hear the sound of like something yapping in some language that you don't understand. You can
That's
tell
high
it
pitch.
seems extremely upset.
Upset, high-pitched.
Sure, yeah.
Guys, I think we need to get away.
we should get moving. This way. And I got my map and I lead the way back to the north entrance.
We need to be careful. There might be still people at the north. Remember, we lit everything on fire.
Well, do we still have the cloaks from before?
We have mine. Talia's still wearing the armor and cloak of the cultists.
So we can't understand what's being said right now to...
No, but if you could take a peek and see. At the entrance, or at the like the rocks around the hidden entrance, you see a small group of gnolls, about 2, 4, 6 of them. They seem to be conversing.
I wouldn't have any way to understand them, right?
No, not without gnoll wise, but you do know something about gnolls, just from your background.
Haha! What do I know?
Gnolls are perhaps some of the most like bestial and animal-like of the beastmen. There are some that like were like allowed in the towns and villages of, I forget the name of your homeland, but so there are some that were peaceable, or at least peaceable enough. Most of them have a reputation for being extraordinarily savage. And they tend to have like a pack structure. They have like one like either matriarch or patriarch who is then either like the rest of them are either consorts or the children of that particular matriarch or patriarch, and they do not hold many allegiances outside of that pack. It is very rare for gnolls to do that. But that's about all you know about them, and you certainly don't speak Gnoll.
Okay. So right now we're in the forest, kind of hiding from these dudes, right?
Yeah, they don't see you. They don't even
That's
really seem to be looking for you or anything, which you might have expected from, because you knew they had gnolls. Like, okay, they left out of the entrance, but they just seem to be like
So
almost bickering with each other. Like one of them is sort of standing above the rest, and like his right ear is bleeding.
okay. So I'm gonna lean over to Sod and Tolia and say, the gnolls don't seem to be too pleasant with their masters. This might be a good time to start something.
Should we antagonize them more? We
I
do have
don't
that
know
cloak.
if that would help us.
No, I'd like to avoid conflict if that's possible. It's very easy. If you take a look at one of them, they have their ear bleeding.
Should we see if we can fix it?
You're an elf. You can talk to animals, right?
I'm an elf, not a beast speaker.
Oh,
Good one, Toila.
Thanks.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
perhaps we could. Is there some way we could bandage the ear? Maybe we win them over with kindness.
I left all
Well,
my stuff at the entrance.
let's see. Do I have anything that I can bandage them with?
Oh wait, what?
I don't-
Mooney, what did you just say there? Did you leave your stuff at the entrance?
Yeah, because I didn't have room for my backpack. All I've got
Oh,
is
yeah.
my book and my
Where
stuff
did
I'm
you leave
about-
your backpack though?
in like the not like hang on.
All right. What do you have?
Like up these stairs.
Yeah. What do you have, Sod?
I just
And
have
you-
my armor, my rope, some fresh game, thieves' tools, some wine, rations.
I have an idea. All right. This might be really stupid, but
Oh boy,
but
that's my favorite kind of plan.
but
I wish I had a map of the immediate area outside of that. I didn't expect this to actually be such an active area. But this will
okay.
have to
So I'm hiding behind the tree. I see the kobolds.
do. They're gnolls.
All right.
Please.
There are certain gnolls. Yeah. Sorry. I'm so used to kobolds. Sorry. Gnolls.
There actually are no kobolds in this adventure at all. They are too weak for this sort of adventure. I'm gonna put these guys here.
Okay. This is really
Oh,
dumb.
that's a lot of them.
But I say to Sod and Tolia, if this goes bad, we can just run. So I still have wine. I come out from one of the trees and I just
Alfie, what are you doing?
and I just stick my
Alfie.
hands up.
What is he doing?
I don't know. Just stay back. Stay back.
So like
Okay.
I'm walking to the gnolls right now.
The good gnolls. God damn it. Where is the? I'll pull that up in a second. Okay, so I mean, at first they don't even notice you. Like, they're too sort of focused in whatever they're arguing about. But then the tallest one looks up, orange dot here, and snarls at you, and they like points and calls out, and they all reach for their weapons, but they don't charge at you.
I'm gonna stand in front of Talia.
And I go, all right. Do you speak common?
The the tallest one here speaks up. Let me think of how we would word this. He sort of like barks at you aggressively. Tell me your aim, elf.
Well, my current aim right now is your friend over there has a bleeding ear.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
the one
have
with the
wine.
bleeding ear, actually.
Oh, your ear, it will fester. And I kind of like very slowly, I take one arm, lift my cloak, and I take the wine, and I use this to disinfect it.
He sort of like doesn't seem to like a look of just confusion crosses over his hyena-like face.
So, I open it and I drink it. Not poisoned, promise. I don't want to die. And then I take a sip. And then I kind of gesture over ear. It will sting, but no infection.
Okay.
So I'm like trying to toss the wineskin over to him.
Yeah,
'cause I have wine in it.
Yeah, you toss the wineskin and he catches it. And he
I kinda,
pours
like-
like the whole thing basically over his head. Like over the ear. And he walks over, stomps like right like into your face.
Does he give back the wineskin?
He drops it at your feet.
Okay. All right. So I'm
Without ever like sort of losing like eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm. So my hands are still up. Just like, don't shoot me, officer. And
see totally like sneaking out of the map there. And he sort of like just locks eyes with you like he's sizing you up.
we're not here for you. We just want to help the town. And from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like the people you work with don't really like you either.
It doesn't look like they give you any respect.
Does Sod come out from behind the trees?
I've been here. I've been in front of Talia, but Talia's backing up.
Oh, like, I assume you both were hiding behind the tree.
Alfie
Talia's
didn't
hiding.
notice until now, certainly, but yes, they kind of came out from the woods.
No, Tolia did not come out from the woods.
Okay, well,
Tolia's still in
Talia-
the woods.
Sod did.
Yeah, Saw did.
Snorts in, like right in your face, like little flecks of mucus, like shoot out at you. We have lost much. He grabs you by the front of your shirt. What can you offer? And now,
Free.
before
Hell yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be a conflict.
Hell yeah.
Let me pull up my dang cheat sheet.
So is this going to be a convince?
Yes, this is definitely convince. Or negotiation?
Well, I guess we're going to try to convince them to join us and fight against these people, right?
It's a bit of a stretch to fight the people, but like more so convincing them that they're better off not working for the people that they're working for.
Well, it's fine to like have a high end goal with your convincing.
Yeah.
Because it like concessions with that are going to be made like with disposition at the end of the conflict.
I see. Okay, so they're gonna work for us. This essentially they're switching sides. We're trying to convince them to switch sides.
I mean, that would
Hell
be what
yeah.
you would really want to do, at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you like link the cheat sheet again? You
I
didn't
can
pin
just yeah, I'll do this. Where's Discord? Torchbearer, cheat sheet.
Apparently, I already have it downloaded.
And pin.
it. If this one already had 3 copies, did not get another copy. I forgot it was a PDF. All right, so we are going to conflict our
We're going to convince.
convince. All right.
I don't think we need to convince the crowd, just convince the leader.
Yeah, this
so.
is a negotiation sub thing. So if you go to the second page, you can see like weapons available.
Let's
Okay.
see.
So,
So bluffing, bribes,
All right,
cool and calm,
awesome.
and humor.
You already get like one free bribe there, Alfie, at some point in the conflict, thanks to the wine.
Yes.
I do have more wine and I have rations. Look, I can cook a mean steak, okay? Everyone likes good food.
Yeah, no, everyone loves your food. Like we can actually, that's actually a good thing to think about. What you can do is like before we go back, we can have like a nice meal with some of the fresh game that you had, kind of like earn their trust. Nothing like cooking
That
food
would be a bribe.
for
Yes, it
Knowles.
would.
Anyways, so
Also, so let's see here. Let me pull up Knowles.
Okay, let's see. So the +1s, that's +1 to successes.
yes,
Yes.
and guess what, guys? I'm calm, so I get +1 to success anytime I attack.
Yeah. Let's
Hell
see
yeah.
here. Negotiate. So they are going to roll their nature.
Is it safe to assume I'm the conflict captain since I was the one that started
Oh
this?
yes, you are the conflict captain.
Okay.
So you're gonna get a
Alright.
roll. You'll get 2 dice as long as Tolia is Tolia aiding in this conflict?
Tolia, you
Yeah.
so after a little bit, it's like God damn it!
I mean,
fine,
the
I'll-
Knolls don't seem to be attacking at least immediately. So like 2 of them.
Oh, I could also use my nature of merrymaking and throw them more wine.
That's
Would that
something
be too much of a stress?
No, that's absolutely
Stretch.
something in your nature. But refer to the nature chart about how using nature and adding nature to your stuff. Nature's extremely powerful. You can use it to just get a shitload of extra dice on something and really make it useful. To, like very likely that you'll win. Just
Yes,
try to make
it's-
the most
it's a-
out of your
it's a burst
nature.
of-
While I'm getting this set up for the Knolls, do refer to that chart if you don't mind. Probably.
Yes.
Where
a good
is
idea.
that chart?
It's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned. If you go to flowcharts, there's 2 there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, is there 2 flowcharts now?
No, if you click on the
Yes.
flowchart, there's pages in the flowchart.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, they're just gonna use their nature.
All right, so I get to roll my persuade.
Don't
I
forget
believe.
your.
Hold on. This is convince, roll persuader, add to will. All right, so I
It's
get 2
4,
dice.
4 is the I can just look up and see. Roll up, I mean, yeah.
I have 2 persuader. All right, so Sod is helping, correct?
Yes.
And Tolia is helping, correct?
Yes.
All right, so I get to roll 4. All right, so I have a total of 5 disposition. All right, so it's going to be 2 to myself, 2 to Sod, and 1 to Tolia. That's how I'm splitting disposition.
That sounds good.
Where do you get that from the roll? Remind me again, because it's been fucking forever.
So I roll my persuader, which is 2, and I get 1 extra dice from Sod and Tolia because they're helping. So I get to roll 4, and then I add
Well,
that
do
to my
they
will.
do they have persuader dice to lend you? First of all,
No.
then you can't help.
Ew.
What
I'm
else
here
can
for
I...
moral support.
Persuader is the disposition roll. I'm afraid that is all that there is here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm having trouble accessing the second page of this.
Yeah, me too.
Well, don't worry about it. There's nothing too important for you there. It's just weapons and like we can go over the weapons as we go.
No, I'm talking about the flowcharts.
The flowcharts.
Oh. Fuck me. I have a short-term solution. Did you open with draw.itch.io programs up top? Or diagrams? You shouldn't just view it as is. It's like at the very top when you click on it, it like shows the first flowchart in the middle of the page. At the very top it says open with draw.io.
Oh, I'd probably have to download that then.
No, it's a website.
Oh, because mine
It
just
says
says
connect more apps.
same.
Fuck. Okay, well,
Oh, hang on.
I think it's better just to
connect it
link
from there.
the.
I'm just gonna snip it actually is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You can help with nature if it involves one of the descriptors, as you can see. Another good thing about doing this weekly again will be that we'll actually remember all the rules.
Hell yeah. One second, let me just double check one thing. Alright, so pen and paper.
Add to... Yeah, okay, no, that's right. So how many disposition did you have then?
Do I get to add, because they don't have Persuader?
I'm gonna say those first 2 dice were your rolls, so we'll just go with that. That seems fair.
Okay.
Which means
Alright.
you keep your 1 success. So how many total again?
So 5 altogether, added to my will. 2 to myself, 2 to Sod, 1 to Toya.
Okay, right here.
Alright.
Alright, we're
So the
good.
first thing I'm going to do is probably I'm gonna have myself to attack, have Sod. Also, wait, hold on. The cheat sheet. Let me plan this out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sod, you can bribe. So let's see. You have 1 extra to defend. All right, Sod, what do you think? Do you want to go very aggressive and convincing, or do you want to be a little bit more safe?
Let's start out as aggressive at first.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. So both Sod and I are going to attack. So I'm going to attack, and Sod's going to attack, and then Tolia is going to defend, just in case we need to recover anything. How does that sound?
Okay, sounds fine.
All right, luck, Tolia.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attack, and Alfie says a lot of things that are very truthful. It's like, they pulled your ear, it's bleeding. From what I can tell, they don't really treat you with respect. From what I know about your culture, because from home, where I come from, your race is very proud. And it kind of hurts me to see that you're all being treated in such a savage way.
Okay, for their first action, they also attack.
Okay.
The Knoll like responds snarling, "What is it that you plan to do here?
Okay.
You are weak, and the master is strong."
Okay, so that's what they attack, and now
Mhm.
I attack. Now I get to roll Persuader. Roll Persuader, and I am going to... Yeah, I think that's it.
Mhm. Oh, these guys also are 1 might.
Okay.
Or sorry,
so we got
3. Sorry, 1 might above you. I don't know why I said it like that. God damn it.
Okay.
So they are
So-
3. They are might 3. Or no, aren't?
So-
No, you guys are might 3, right?
I believe so.
I think regular people are might 2.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
pretty
So
sure
there's no might interplay here then. Okay.
So right, I roll Persuader plus my 1 success from Calm. Can anyone help me here?
Again, they would need Persuader dice to lend you, or Nature
That's
dice,
true.
if this was appropriate to their nature.
They also the suggested help as well is Negotiator, or sorry, Manipulator. It says
Oh
in the
right,
book.
yeah, you're right. So Manipulator would
So
be good
does-
here.
Does Manipulator have does Sod have Manipulator?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so I guess it's just me and my dice then. All right, so I get to roll 3d6. No. Okay, one second.
Oh god damn it! That is 1 success anyway.
What page is beginner's luck on?
I was just looking that up. 1 second.
I can tell you basically that just beginner's luck is anytime you don't have the skill,
It was
You
on page
can-
26.
you can roll half of the associated ability, so either will or health, and like whether you succeed or fail, you get a pip toward like eventually getting that skill.
Thank you. Found it, thanks.
Sorry about that. All right. Hail Mary. Well, I get 2 successes.
All right, so they remove 2 disposition, and you guys remove 1 disposition.
Okay.
Take 1 from you. What do you say to respond to his comment? Actually,
Do I say it or does Sod say it?
you
Sod
can.
says it's her turn.
Well, I mean, the rules aren't so tight on that, guys. I'm just
Oh,
trying to keep
okay.
this going smoothly.
He said that the master is strong. Okay. And I go, the master is only as strong as you. And strength alone doesn't mean safety. What happens when he's no longer strong? What happens when he no longer needs you? You're the first to go. I hate to say it, but that's the truth.
Okay. All right. What is Sod's action?
I wanted Sod to attack.
Okay. Their action for this is maneuver. What do you say, Sod?
Alright.
Like, what are we? What's your angle here?
Let's see. Did we actually get a glimpse of what any of the guards or any that he looked like
I don't understand your question.
beforehand? Like, did we actually? Yeah, we saw some of them. Okay.
We saw the guards treating them poorly, if that's what you're asking.
Well,
find
you
it
guys didn't
difficult-
see that actually.
Okay.
I mean, you
Yeah,
you
so
haven't.
Sod.
This is the first time you've seen the nulls.
Well, we did hear them talking shit about the guards or the
Did-
nulls.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Well, anyways, so Sod says, "I find it hard to believe that someone as big as you can get bossed around by those guys. I mean, come on, they were weak, flimsy,
Very good.
and
Alright,
you guys
so-
are strong."
Versus a maneuver. This is a
They're
versus test.
independent, I think. Is it a
Nope.
versus?
Nope. It is.
Attack versus maneuver. Yeah, it is a versus test. You're correct.
Okay. So roll me your attack.
Let's see. So for attack, I'm trying to find everything.
It's Persuader.
Yeah, so I got to use beginner's luck, which means I can use
Mhm.
either will or health.
No,
believe
you
it's will
use
in
the
this
one
case.
associated with that, and I believe it is will. So you take your
It is
will,
will.
half it.
Can I lend her one of my dice, or have I already used it?
You can, yes, you can definitely lend her a die if you have one to lend.
All right, and yes, I lend Sod one of my dice, so you get another dice to add to your pool.
As long as you tell me
And
what you do to
Alfie's-
help, that is.
Yeah, and Alfie says, again, back at home, the gnolls are treated respectfully. They were allowed into our cities, allowed to live amongst us, allowed to hunt, allowed to thrive.
And when I have my will, I round up, correct?
I believe so.
I think best is the house rule, always round up.
Yeah. I believe it's somewhere in the book, but until I see otherwise.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay.
I think it still goes through with the maneuver, though, doesn't it?
Well, basically they get a maneuver of 1 success.
Yes.
Your attack is like lost because it's versus.
Okay.
You do get to count this because it's versus for like your beginner's luck though. So go ahead and put a pip on there. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, you need to pip my thing too.
Pip your die. Well, yours was independent.
Oh,
Remember,
right,
it's contested rolls that count.
yeah. Okay.
That's the general rule.
Mhm,
If it's
mhm,
obstacle
mhm.
0. Okay. So impede -1 disadvantage to your opponent's next action.
Oh boy.
Oh, hi, Tolia.
Yeah, what's up? Hey. So I'm defending, which is gonna be beginner's luck for me. So that's my will plus what else have I got? That's just gonna be 3d6, I think.
Right. Remember, you can use your nature for demanding as well, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you want to use your nature, you can demand. You're very demanding that. Oh yeah, they talk shit about you, all that stuff.
That.
And I
Alright,
still have
so
one
that's-
more dice for my Persuader pool that I can give to you as well.
Alright, so that's 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 1 it's 9.
So actually, no. Instead of rolling your beginner's luck, you just roll your nature. So what's your nature?
5.
5. Okay, so then you'll roll 6 with my help.
Alright.
So tax your nature by 1 and roll your nature and add your. Oh, that's 4 successes for defend.
Hey.
Oh damn. Will they also defend?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Boop boop. I need to add that in. Okay. So like the null replies, like with like this honey. Yeah, remember to put the little thing up there.
Yeah, sorry.
The gnolls just seem unimpressed by your like honeyed words. You know, they're asking for like some kind of like something tangible. Like you've been chased out by these people. What even with us? Like what hope do we stand? But you do all get all of your disposition back.
Okay.
Basically a wash for the round.
Mm-hmm.
We should offer to try to get the bugbears as well.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's start off this whole next thing with
There's like a promise thing in here. I mean, promises and arguments are +1 to defend. I'm actually gonna say like a promise in a negotiation is like a +1 dice to attack. Like you're basically like making a you're making a deal on the condition of this encounter or of this conflict.
All right. So I think we should just be really aggressive and keep attacking. We can brute force them down.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to try doing the attack, defend again, or do you
Yeah.
just want to go all out attack?
I think attack, defend works well.
Okay. Well, we'll do
Um,
that. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll start off same order. So I'll start off with attacking, followed by Sod, and then Tolia defending.
All right, sounds good. Ready whenever.
Alright.
Oh, Tolia's AFK, I believe.
Oh no!
We'll go ahead with your part of the round then.
All right, so if that's the case, I'm going to use that one bribe earlier that I had because of the wine to add 1 success to this. Can I do that? Or 1 dice, sorry.
I thought you were
Can
making
I
a
add-
promise because the bribing is for defending,
Okay, so a promise? Okay, so here's the promise. All right.
and depending
I'm
on
gonna say
actually,
so-
I'll say depending on the reach of this promise, you could get more than 1 dice, but it does depend on
Okay.
what you say. The more you promise, the more it's worth, but like the more you have to deliver on afterwards.
Yes. Look, something here is definitely something happening here is much beyond both of our heads. Look, we can get the bugbears. If we can get the bugbears, then that's a force to be reckoned with. The town doesn't want to disturb you. The town wants to keep itself. If you help us, you'll be free in the forest to do whatever you please. I mean, you have no fear from the town, and you'll have no fear from the people you work with. You'll be able to thrive. You'll be able to be yourselves and not have to answer to anyone.
Oh,
you can
goodness.
hunt. You can.
Okay.
You can live. You can move. Do whatever with your lives. Do you really want to live your whole lives in servitude? Sure, your master protects you now, but at his earliest convenience, he will throw you to the side.
That actually sort of perks the ears up of the gnolls like behind them too. You get +3 dice for that.
Hell yeah!
That's a hell of a
All
promise.
right.
That's a hell of a promise. And well, he was starting to like demand something from you in a feint, but feinted into attack, which means you get an independent attack.
Amazing. All right,
Yes,
so I'm gonna
and
roll
They basically don't act this
2
turn or this
plus
part.
3. All right, plus. Okay, so I get to roll 5d6.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And then I add 1 success to this because I am calm.
Yes.
Oh, unlucky.
Two
Oh, no.
successes though. Okay.
Wait. I
Wait,
have.
hang on. Don't forget your fresh die.
No, no one's fresh anymore because you've had to eat.
Yes.
Oh,
Remember, you're
okay.
fresh
One
until
1
you
second.
until
Never
you get a
mind then.
status. Yeah, so fresh at most lasts until like turn 4.
Trying to see if I can have, if I have a wise here that can help.
You need me to like? I'll go ahead and
No,
copy
no, no,
the
no. I'm
wises,
looking
too.
at the flowchart to see
Okay.
here.
What are your wises?
I have Elfland Wise. May I use my Elfland Wise to describe to them what it's like to be a gnoll back at home when they're free, when they're respected,
That's
when they're
actually
treated
that's
with
relevant.
decency?
Yeah.
So I get to spend 1 persona point to reroll all scoundrels. So
Alright.
I get to reroll
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4,
Oh, 4,
dice.
I'm sorry,
'cause-
yes.
yes. So I'm gonna
That's
spend
math.
1 persona point.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Good. Spending this percentage point. Somebody wants to level
Yeah, no,
up.
this. Yeah.
Somebody wants to level up.
Look, man, this is very important right now, and I get a total of 4 successes.
I mean, that's actually a clean sweep.
Yay.
That's all of their.
Yo, man. Alfie's a smooth criminal right now. Oof.
The knoll like
Sod is impressed.
the knoll like towers over you. Like he's a good like 2 feet taller than you.
But I'm calm, and I'm
Yeah,
like
it
holding
is-
my ground.
Without bending over, he like reaches his neck down to like look you right in the eye. Promise much, elf. You will deliver. Or you will be my supper.
I will gladly be your supper because I hate to be an elf without a word.
He doesn't scowls at you, but seems satisfied. What is your plan?
Well, it seems that already tension between the gnolls and the people you work with are already high. What is the state of the bugbears?
They are favored by the master. They have, in the raids, he clenches his fists, sabotaged us. They killed one of my children.
The bugbears?
Yes.
Oh, ooh.
We have
Is there
taken the
any way-
blame for this failure.
How many gnolls are there?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 in his pack remaining.
What about ghouls? Because there are also ghouls around.
The ghouls are more probably tied to the humans, because I don't believe
They're at- yeah.
gnolls
Oh no, no.
don't have that sort of magic.
His like face twists up in disgust. Those creatures serve the master directly.
Are there
We've
any
had a run-in
other
with them.
non-humans working with your master?
Lubash, the ogre, guards the front door.
Oh, of course they have an ogre.
Well, tell us, how satisfied is he with his employers?
The master pays the ogre in trinkets and worthless baubles, but he is none the wiser. The fool does not know what is valuable.
Oh man. So you're saying the bugbears are very close with the master. Is there what can we do to turn the bugbears against them? Because it works out in your favor. They sabotaged you to have your son killed. Maybe sabotage the bugbears and the humans, and you get your revenge as well. I say to the gnoll.
He appears to be thinking.
We do have a spare cloak that we could use to plant some evidence.
The gnoll spits on the ground. Bugbears are wretched and treacherous. If they were to be convinced that the master had turned against them, if they thought they had lost their position, they would leave.
Ugh. How can we sabotage them out of character? That's a tough one.
This is something.
Well, we know of Lobosh. Maybe we can make it seem like he's favored greatly over.
Ugh. Oh man, this is tough.
So I have an idea, and it might be a very bad idea.
It's the greatest idea. Lay it
So
on
I'm
me.
gonna throw it out there. I have anthropology-wise. What if we find one of the trinkets that Luvash's trinkets, and I use my anthropology-wise to like pretend it's some like really cool relic or trophy or something, and like make up a lot of bullshit about how cool it is, and like talk to the goblins and make them, or the hobgoblins or the bugbears, and make them think it's like this really hype trinket and they're just getting garbage compared to it.
You know, that actually gave me another idea as well. We
Okay.
could take one of Lobosh's trinkets and plant it on the bugbears.
What would that accomplish?
A lot.
Lobosh would be very angry
Yeah,
at the
Lobosh would
bugbears.
be angry, and that would cause tension between them, and then that would test the master's patience. And like, whose side does he choose? And then, compounding off of that, the gnolls can, incite sound like, oh yeah, we'll always be disrespected, and the bugbears will leave, giving us an opening.
We'll still be outnumbered by the humans, though.
Yes, but there is a way to deal with them. Remembering back into how everything is laid out, they need sustenance, they need supply. If we can lock themselves in that room and set fire, they can set a kill box. Remember, the goal is finding Trymec and getting out of there. We don't have to defeat the humans per se, but using the gnolls, kobolds, sorry.
No,
I know,
you
I was
had
right
it
the first time, gnolls.
time. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Second guessing myself. Using the gnolls cause enough of a racket to get Trymec out. So, the other thing too is, hold on. So no, that was out of character. In character, Alfie will speak to the Gnoll pack leader, and says, if we can test the patience between the bugbears and Lubosh, it's more likely that your master will favor Lubosh, making it so that the bugbears don't have incentive to stay. If they're not given more, then they will leave. Next, I believe it's a secret between you and I kind of wink, but humans really don't like fire. We tried it before. It didn't work out so well, but in a more organized assault, you can box them in. You take away the master's men, and he's alone. He'll be a lot easier to take care of that way.
He starts grinning when you say, when he's him being alone. Yes.
Tell you what, if we do find him alone, you can kill him yourself and eat him for supper.
How do you propose we do this?
You can move freely through their
He shakes
their
his
quarters,
head.
right? Oh, that's
We are not allowed.
Do you know what?
We are not allowed in the chambers of the humans. As well, the master will want something. We were sent out here to find you.
Shit,
Should we return empty-handed?
that is true. All right, so do we want to send one person back, or do you want to send like clues back? I look over to Tolia and Sod. He has a
Talia's
point.
thinking about this.
What, do you want us to chop off our ear?
Alfie just like puts his hands to his ears, like, not my ears, please.
What would he do with us if he brought one of us back? I'm asking that to the gnolls.
He snorts. Your companion was brought to Lubash. This is how the master disposes of men.
So, would he use you guys to bring us to Lobash?
Perhaps.
Alright.
Because that would be one way to get to Lobash. Steal his stuff.
Yeah. Sod, you're good at sneaking. They take you back. They take you to Lobash. You steal his trinkets, break Trymec out, plant the trinkets on the bugbears, and then get out of there. Does that sound doable?
Yes, but the gnolls need to be able to demand that they take care of us. After all, they did find us. It's only right that they, take care of us.
Well, if you say that you'll eat sod for supper, I think that's a fair way. No offense, sod.
I'm kind of small and, flimsy anyways.
So, do you want to send Sod back with them? And then, Tolia and myself will stay on the outside waiting for an opportune moment. Oh man, splitting the party in Torchbearer, what could go wrong?
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm unhappy with this, though. I'm not fully convinced.
I need to click the turn tracker. Boop. Since we had a concept.
So, what's a better idea then? Send them back with something,
We could all three of us go, and then we'd... Yeah.
Actually, that's actually a bit of a safer plan since we're all together.
Yeah.
Wait,
If we were to bring
Alfie
you all
speaks-
back, why not simply kill the ogre while he's alone?
Well,
Well,
it might
remember, we need to make it seem like the masters favor the ogre over the bugbears. We want the ogre alive so we can take one of his special trinkets, plant it on the bugbears.
But
and
we
get
will
them
have him
animated.
there.
Alfie speaks up. Think of it this way: if you bring all three of us back, you'll be rewarded. That's good for you. It gives you a moment of reprieve. Second, it may sound weird, but I actually do care about your pack. I don't want to lose any lives, even if it's gnolls. If the opportunity arises, we could kill the ogre, take one of its trinkets, put it in the bugbears, make it seem that the bugbears killed the ogre, and that causes another scuffle. That's a little bit risky.
No, I think that could work.
Yes. Yes, perhaps.
That would also, well, let's just say certain parties might be left a little bit understaffed after that. We might be able to get the master alone.
Yes.
I mean, he'll have to send men to deal with the bugbears, right?
Yes. All right. I think we're all in agreement that we're all going back as prisoners. Yeah.
Whee!
Ah.
All right. All right.
God damn it.
Stony,
Yeah?
really quick. I have a question about Supernal Vision, the spell.
Yes.
Would it let me see magic items through walls?
Well, what page is the spell on?
I can just copy paste it for you.
That would be great.
Put it in the Discord if I can open the right window.
No.
Okay.
You still need to be able to see the object. Yes. This doesn't
Alright,
augment your sight other than being able to see magical auras.
Gotcha. All right. I just wanted to know if I had that quiver in my arrow. Arrow in my quiver? Yeah, that. All right. Well,
That's an option. So does anyone have any better ideas? Because that's the one that I'm going with. Going all of us going there because we're all working together now.
One for all for one, and it'll reunite us with Trymec.
Unlonely guys.
Yeah, seriously.
No.
You have a gnome.
The gnome.
we don't know about the
He's
gnome.
so boring.
I know, but I'm just saying, he has a gnome that he can talk to. He's saying he's lonely, but he's... What, do you have something against short people?
I hate other short people.
Our other option would be to go in the north entrance and try and get a jump on the humans that are trying to do the firefighting.
Well, it's been a good like almost an hour at this point.
Okay.
After you guys have been discussing, it's probably reasonable to assume that they've taken care of that. It was a fire, but like they had like a water source relatively close by.
Fair. All right. In that case, I guess I can't really think of anything better right now.
Aw, man. Okay, so is that what we're gonna go with?
Yep.
Hey.
Okay.
First, Cholia has a question for the Knolls. And he looks at the leader of the Knolls and is like, before we surrender ourselves to our fates, what do you know about what your master is trying to do here?
We only know that the master serves the greater temple. We were sent
Which-
here with him to how would he put this? Just to raid the merchants, the caravans, to amass their wealth and funnel it back to temple.
I see. Do you know which temple?
He looks like he doesn't really know how to answer that question.
Uh-huh.
The temple.
Gotcha. Can I make a theologian check with my anthropology wise to see if I know anything about Nolish temples?
Well, you do remember mentioning of like the that great temple that was like fought against in like those troubles those years back.
All right.
So
Okay.
this is probably related to like the greater temple that he serves. You know, it's somewhere in the area, somewhere in the Cron Hills area at least, but like it's not something that you would have been something to like really read details about.
Okay. So Tolia's kind of like stroking his chin and nodding.
Okay.
Kind of gets lost in thought.
Does anybody else have anything they want to take care of before the Knolls bring you in?
Should we leave our weapons or anything like that, or... I don't know, what do you guys think?
Tolia kind of clutches his spellbook close. Do you think they're not gonna let me keep this, are they?
Give your weapons to us.
I
Tolia
hand
looks
him
at
a
his
weapon.
spellbook, and he looks at the Knolls, and he looks at his spellbook, and he looks at the Knolls, and he looks really conflicted.
We'll tell the master we take them as trophies, if perhaps he will not ask about it.
Alfie willingly gives up his weapons.
Tolia gives it to him with his hand shaking, like, please be very careful with this.
And that is the first time when you also see Alfie take out a spellbook.
Yeah. All right.
And gives it over.
And I also give him my dagger.
the green dot null sort of like roughly grasps your books and like stuffs it in his pack. Yeah. And they just sort of like take your weapons and stow them on themselves. You guys don't have any large weapons, really.
Nope.
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 Okay, so I mean,
I just had a
it's-
sword.
Well, sword for a halfling is about a dagger for most folks, so also not really a large weapon. Okay. All right, so the gnolls grasp you around like your shoulders, and they all sort of pile around you and like make to like grab at your arms and hold you.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, I mean they're not nice. They're not like delicate about it.
Ow, ow.
You guys get brought back down the passage, and the leader bangs on. Here it is.
I'm putting my best angry face on. I am scowling as best as possible.
Talia is doing his best scared face, and it seems very realistic.
Alfie's really calm, but he can't be scared, so he's just like, whatever.
Okay, so the leader of the gnolls brings you up to the entrance to the barracks here. I don't know if you guys can see all that. Bangs on the door, and not only Lareth, but his fellow here come to the door.
Can I cast retroactively Supernal Vision so I can see magic items?
Keep in mind that has a noticeable effect on your eyes are milky white when you do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Alright, I'm doing that. And I'm gonna, like, try not to look too obviously, like, in his direction.
Just gonna,
Like,
hang your head
I'm
down.
looking at the ground.
Okay, so how long
Kind
would
of-
you like this to last? 1 turn, 2 turns, or a phase? Difficulty starts at 2. So that's 2 for 1 turn, 3 for 2 turns, 4
I'm gonna have
for
it
a phase.
cast it for 2 turns.
Okay, that is $1 for spell casting.
I think it's Arcanist.
Oh, that's probably
It's
it, yes.
Arcanist, yep.
Yes. Okay, that is. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna use, my Nature Seeking
Okay.
to boost that.
Well, are you tapping your nature? Are you acting within your nature? What are you doing?
Hang on. I
Those have
forgot what
different
the
effects.
difference
Well,
between those are.
So tapping your
I mean-
nature, you spend a persona point, and you get to add your nature on top of your skill. And
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna spend my persona point to do that.
keeping in mind that your actions when you use your nature don't have to be within your nature. It's just if they are within your nature, you stand less of a chance of taking a penalty.
Okay.
So you can do
Well-
whatever with your nature at any time. Just it might get taxed. That's
Okay.
all it is.
Alright, so that's Alchemist plus 5, that's 9.
Well, Arcanist speak.
That one. 96. Greater than or less than 4. Hey.
Hey, easily. You should have did the whole phase, but we'll just have it for 2 turns. That does tick the turn tracker up.
Honestly, your flow charts are helping a lot. It's like,
Thank you.
there's
Yeah, there's a lot to it. Okay. You can even double tap your nature. Like when you're acting within your nature, you can also spend a persona point to like double tap that bitch and get your nature
And
plus your
then-
nature.
That takes the spell out of my mental inventory, so I'm out of spells.
Okay. All right, so the gnolls present you to Lareth, and he smiles. Good for something after all. Well, he looks at the 3 of you. Your play-ins here. I know everything that I need to know. No one will come for you. And, well... try to think of something.
As he's talking, Talia is like looking at the ground, but kind of like
Yeah.
glancing over the top of his glasses at him.
Yeah. Actually, and he starts to turn around, but wait. Actually, You. He points to Alfie. What the hell is an elf doing here?
Alfie, kind of just
Kind of just what?
truthfully,
kinda-
I was sent to look for some elves.
He frowns when he hears that. Elves from Selene.
Is that where I'm from?
Yes. I
Okay.
looked it up. Yeah, the kingdom of Selene. You didn't offer up that you were from Selene, but he does seem very sure that you are from Selene. Ah, yes. Ha! He sort of grins with like as if he just realized something. I see. Well, too bad about that, I suppose. He waves them up. Bring them to Lubash.
Hell yeah.
The ugly son of a bitch eats well tonight. He just walks away.
Hell yeah.
Actually,
Even when they're successful, they don't give you much respect.
I think that was in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to the kobolds.
No.
Knowles.
Knowles. Sorry, Alex has it in my mind that they're kobolds.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Ah, damn it. Okay, so once they pass through to this area, they sort of like release their grip a little bit, and most of them, the leader like shoos them off and just sort of one each grabbing you. He turns to the group. You. He points to Tolia. Your eyes. You're a magic user. Why do we not just kill the ogre while we have the chance?
I'm not really a very great magic caster yet. Mostly I can just tell if people have other magic and I can make little glowy lights. Sometimes. Also, I'm out of spells for today.
He frowns.
Was it the knoll?
Yeah,
Speaking?
the leader, yeah. The leader's
Yeah.
the only one who's ever addressed you guys directly.
Okay.
Well, we did fight off 8 ghouls today.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Ghouls are not like an ogre. I'd rather avoid conflict with the ogre unless it's necessary. It's very risky.
I thought we were gonna kill the ogre and blame it on the bugbears.
That was
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
a
backup
original
plan.
plans.
Yeah, we have a few plans right now. The good thing is that we're about to, I hope, find Trymec. If we have Trymec with us, this makes it a whole lot easier. Should the time come for it, we will fight. But the problem remains. If we kill the ogre, the bugbears are still a threat. And the humans are still a threat.
What
Best
are
to
we?
cause chaos.
What are we to wait for?
So they're bringing us over there right now, right?
Yeah. Well, he stopped right here because he now that he has some time, he wants to basically
okay.
figure out what your plan is here. He's not. So Nulls don't really ask things directly. They just kind of demand an answer.
I see. We wait for the ogre to sleep. That's your time to bring the trinkets over to the bugbears. Then, after you've done that, and the ogre is asleep, we strike.
We can wake up the ogre and tell him, yo, we just saw a massive bugbear in here stealing your shit.
Also a possibility. But if we're able to kill the ogre, blame the bugbears all in one swoop, more likely to succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have my book back, please?
He motions to the Nulls around you, and they hand you back your weapons.
Yes!
ogre is foolish. Hide them and he will not see them.
Until you start smoothing the creases from the pages.
Oh yeah, it didn't. It just got like stuffed up in there. It's actually, there's like, on one of the middle pages that you haven't used yet, there's now like some stain. You're not really sure what your book fell up against.
Till he starts trying to rub it out on his sleeve.
The gnolls make like they're like grabbing you and lead you into the dark hallway. Guys, because that's easier. So you hear the sound of a stone like wall sliding off. The gnoll activates some switch. And they bring you into this room, which you can sort of like barely. You guys can't actually see.
Nothing.
Nope, but you hear. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys our temporary night vision thing. Or not night vision, but just so you guys can see a little bit better. As your eyes adjust to the darkness. So you hear movement to the north as the ogre like crawls off of this pile of clothes and sort of. Tolia.
Mm-hmm.
To the north, you see this like pile of rags and like what appear to be like some like small baubles and some coins and stuff. But buried in there, you see something. Some cloth. It's really not possible to make out just in the mix of it. But that is very definitely magical.
Okay, I am going to note that for later.
The ogre approaches the gnoll. Well, we got more folks to get rid of. And the gnoll growls. The master has discovered the remainder of the orcs' party. They are yours, as it is. All right. Sort of slides back.
Zug zug.
Yeah, this door to the south here. He like picks up sod basically inside his entire hand.
I let out a squeal.
Aw.
Then brings you
Just
in
imagine
here.
the sound of a squeaky toy.
Yeah. He
God, that
opens.
gnome looks ridiculous.
He throws you in a cage with a gnome.
Hey, this is racist, man.
He grabs Tolia, lifting you up with both hands. Throws you in the cage. It's a little cramped in here, actually, now.
Ow, 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 ow. Wait, can I see Trymec?
Huh?
Hey,
Yeah, I mean, you
bud.
can kind of, like I said, as your eyes are adjusting to the dark, you can sort of see what you see there. Like, it's
Oh
this
God,
dark.
is that a Trymec?
And Lubash comes over to Alfie, like leans down and like sniffs right in your face. Oh, I ain't had elf meat in forever. Hey, tell him to go get that bucket. I'm hungry. And he sort of like just grabs you, but he doesn't bring you to the cages.
Oh no.
Oh no!
The gnolls kind of look back and forth to each other, look to you. Do you do anything? They're not going to stick around for long, but do you do, or what does Alfie do?
Could I use my thieves' tools to start picking the lock on mine?
Yes, you could. You could immediately start doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna immediately start doing.
Try and make your elbow.
Hey, I was comfortable before you came in here. I was here first.
Okay, so would I roll like my criminal?
I believe that is what it is. Yes. You can go ahead and
Okay,
do that.
so just the criminal, and so I have a 3 in it, so that means I roll 3 dice.
Yes. I'm gonna be right back. Actually, I need to run to the bathroom.
Listen, I didn't ask to be put in here. Well, kind of I did, but it's not my.
Wait, what?
We're here to break you out.
Like getting eaten? Oh, you want it? Use your magic. Get us out of this cage.
Let's see, can I use any of my nature to...
So he kind of gives you a blank, white-eyed look and like
What's
wiggles
your
his
nature?
fingers like
What are your nature
doodly doodly.
Sneaking, riddling, and merrymaking.
Sneaking. You can totally like sneak to the lockpick. You can use your nature instead of your whatever you gotta
Well, I
do.
was using criminal, but I was wondering if I could,
So like think of nature like you use your nature dice instead of your the criminal dice. So if you're
No. I mean,
Oh,
I
dear.
rolled the dice for criminal and I failed, so I'm wondering if there's anything with the nature that I could do. 'Cause I
Oh,
don't remember
okay.
what page all that stuff was on.
Well, Brooke, that's why I have the flowchart right here. So like, because I was away and you couldn't exactly ask me before you rolled, or without waiting, I guess.
Sorry.
So you can always, instead of using beginner's luck, so this is not beginner's luck, you already have this, you can tap your nature. It doesn't matter if it's within your descriptors or not, you can always tap your nature. You need to spend a persona point, and just whether it's in your descriptors or not determines, like, if you get taxed or, like, whatever.
Yes.
Like, you get taxed no matter what if you fail when you tap your nature, but if it's within your nature, you don't get taxed if you succeed. So you can always use your nature to, like, help out. It does, like, deplete it over time, but you can get that back. And sometimes, if you don't use it, you don't get the opportunity to get it back, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, the only other thing that you can do right now is you can do, of course, which is you use, what are your wises?
Butchering and cooking.
Yeah,
So
unfortunately
use
your wises don't really help here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I just
You
failed on
can,
that, okay.
Well, you can tap your nature. I'm gonna let you do that. You just you get to roll your nature for the ability being tested.
Okay. And
gotta
so
spend-
if
you
I
gotta
have
spend
like
a
5
persona point.
nature, I roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so as I'm gonna get eaten, I'm pretty sure we don't have a Joey. Hey, look
Okay.
at that.
I mean, actually, so you are very quickly. We're gonna advance a turn here, and after this turn, it will be food time. But so you like very quickly take out your tools, jimmy the lock open on yours. This is actually a pretty simple lock. Like this isn't exactly particularly well made, and you rush over to get the lock on the other cage. Both cages are open.
So
Is
he
the gnome
kind of
coming
like
with us?
falls out.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Rook?
Is the gnome gonna come with us?
I mean, he hasn't moved just yet. He's more just like, what the fuck is... What are you guys doing?
Ignored.
Alright, so
I gotta
it
step
looks
out of the cage. Okay, so they are, at this point, like, the gnolls begin to back away. If you... What
Is
does
the
Alfie
door
do?
locked?
Door's not even closed yet. It's open, ain't it?
So I'm gonna wait for the bucket, and if he starts to eat me, I'm just gonna take my sword and just fucking attack him, drive him off or something.
Okay,
I mean, hold on. Before we do this, let's think real carefully about, do we want to kill him or do we want to drive him off? Because it's one ogre versus the 4 party members versus how many kobolds? Or gnolls? God
Gnolls.
damn it.
Okay.
well, the
you know
gnolls
what?
would be aiding you, essentially. They could, like, help you in the conflict. But they wouldn't be, like...
Oh, so
part
they
of your conflict. Or well, they wouldn't take actions, I should say. They would be part of your conflict on your side. They can give you bonuses. They're here to help.
Remember what happened last time we initiated a kill conflict?
The last time you initiated a kill conflict, it wasn't a different situation. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but like, you have a lot of options here.
Fuck it, I'm ready to die.
All right.
Well, all right.
Wait, who's the conflict captain? Like, who wants to do this?
Oh, it would be
Are
Alfie.
you-
Alfie's the conflict captain here.
So it's up to you to decide.
It actually is. It's finally. It is officially up to you. If you're saying, all right, we're gonna fight this ogre. Like we got our boys here. You can see like Tolia peeking around the pillar. Actually, at this point, if you're saying we're gonna fight him, you get to determine what this is. You like he's not expecting it. He doesn't get any say or influence into what type of encounter this is. You decide this.
Hold on,
It'll also be the end of the session because that'll be the first thing that we do.
The first thing we do, okay, I'm gonna consult with everyone. Do we want to kill him? I think killing him would like be the easy. Like it's hard, but it would put so many plans in motion.
I actually kind of agree with trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a numbers advantage. We have the drop on it.
Yeah. You're absorbing most of the risk, though, Alex.
I am absorbing most of the risk.
He's currently absorbing the grip of the ogre, so yes.
I'm Alfie. No, I'm pretty okay. All right, let's. If we drive him off, it actually ruins a lot of our plans. So we gotta all in on this shit.
All right. See, this is a very calculated kill conflict. That's actually I agree with this. That's what I would do. But all right, that's we're gonna call that the end of this session. Well, do we want to just say this is like a half session since we couldn't play the whole time, or I guess we could still.
Let's just do a half session because I think it's more meaningful to end the full session after we're done all this.
Yeah. Okay. So we will.
So we're gonna start off Thursday. By the way, is everyone okay for like Thursday at like midnight?
It would be roughly roughly like 12:30 Eastern would be the earliest I could start.
I'm okay with that.
So we avoid afternoons, and I think Thursday evenings are like Thursday late night is probably the best for all
Yeah,
of
I could
us.
pretty much do that every time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we do is roll disposition. Hell yeah, dudes!
Yeah. All right.
Oh, are we doing the fight?
Not right now. I have raid in 15 minutes.
Oh.
Oh,
indeed.
I have no weapons.
You don't? Yeah, I mean you have your fists. It's remember you can always like attack, but like weapons get bonuses to things. Or I think if you attack with your fists in this game, like you take a -1 to your fighter, something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You can also do things that aren't attacking and help the fight.
If all else fails, you can use the gnome as a weapon. Just pick him up.
That's true. I did disregard him as dead the first time I saw him.
Alright, well, this is scary.